In case you haven't heard, an agreement between buyers and their agents will be mandatory before allowing access to view homes. This agreement, known as the buyer's broker agreement, defines the roles of each party. This agreement has been around for quite a long time, so why it's suddenly becoming a main focus is pretty interesting. Nevertheless, let's take a walkthrough of what this agreement means. The real estate buyer's broker agreement is a contract that sets the stage for a working relationship between a potential home buyer and a real estate agent or broker. It outlines the responsibilities and expectations of all parties involved. At the heart of this agreement is the concept of exclusivity. This means that the broker or agent will be the buyer's only guide in the quest for a new home. In return, the buyer pledges not to work with other brokers for the duration of the agreement. It's a bit like a dance partnership where all parties move to the beat of the market. The duration of the agreement typically ranges from a few months to a year. Next, the agreement outlines the duties of the broker. These include searching for properties that meet the buyer's criteria, arranging viewings, and providing market analysis and advice. Think of the broker as a personal trainer, guiding the buyer through the workout of finding and buying a home. But the buyer isn't just along for the ride. They too have responsibilities under the agreement. These may include working exclusively with the broker, being available for viewings, and notifying the broker if they intend to make a purchase. It's a two-way street with both parties playing active roles. Now we turn our attention to the topic of compensation. The agreement outlines how the broker is paid for their services. Often this is a commission linked to the property's purchase price. Historically, this compensation is paid by the seller's side without any extra burden on the buyer. But recent shifts in the real estate landscape established by the National Association of Realtors have significantly influenced how commissions will be handled in future real estate transactions. This includes the potential for broker compensation to be paid by the buyers. But what if things don't work out? The agreement also includes conditions for termination. This might involve notice periods and any potential penalties or obligations upon termination. It's like a safety net protecting both parties if the dance partnership isn't working. Last but not least, the agreement may include terms for handling disputes. This ensures that if the buyer and broker step on each other's toes, there's a plan in place to resolve the issue. Now let's recap. A real estate buyer's broker agreement is a comprehensive contract that outlines the relationship between a buyer and a broker. It covers exclusivity, duration, duties of both parties, compensation, termination, and dispute resolution. By having such an agreement, both parties can ensure clarity and reduce potential conflicts during the home buying process. It's not just a document, it's a guide to a harmonious home buying journey. And remember, it is no longer an option. It is now mandatory. This agreement must be signed prior to working with your agent and viewing properties.